Hello, and welcome to another Crack-a-Pack. Today, I will be opening a draft booster from Lost Caverns of Ixalan and making a pack one, pick one. Let's get started. Hunter's Blowgun. 1 for an artifact, equipment, common. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Equipped creature has Death Touch, as long as it's your turn. Otherwise, it has Reach. Equip 2. Ow, I think a wasp just stung me, Captain. Nurk Dubin, last words. Oltec Archaeologists. 4 white for a 4/4. Creature, Human Artificer Scout, common. When Oltec Archaeologists enters the battlefield, choose 1. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Scry 3. Skullcap Snail. 1 black for a 1/1. Creature, Fungus Snail, common. When Skullcap Snail enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles a card from their hand. Oh, come on. Aren't regular snails gross enough? Daryline, Expedition Porter. Thousand Moons Crackshot. 1 white for a 2/2. Creature, Human Soldier, common. Whenever Thousand Moons Crackshot attacks, you may pay 2 white. When you do, tap target creature. The Thousand Moons practice every maneuver thousands of times, allowing them to strike flawlessly, without hesitation, in the heat of battle. Plundering Pirate. 2 red for a 3/2. Creature, Orc Pirate, common. When Plundering Pirate enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Whatever it is, it set off a trap. It must be valuable. out of air. 2 blue, blue, for an instant, common. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a creature spell. Counter target spell. The core is not a simple trove to be plundered by intruders from the surface. It will reject those who do not accord it respect. Panicked Altasaur. 4 red for a 4/5. Creature, dinosaur, common. Reach. Tap. Panicked Altasaur deals 2 damage to each opponent. Early Sun Empire expeditions learned the hard way that some surface dinosaurs were particularly ill-suited to the caverns and closed environments. Basking Capybara. 1 green for a 1/3. Creature, capybara, common. Descend 4. Basking Capybara gets +3/+0 as long as there are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Even our most learned philosophers can only hope to approach the inner serenity of the humble capybara. Nelly, Oltec Didact. Seismic Monstrosaur. 4 red, red for a 6/5. Creature, dinosaur, common. Trample. 2 red, sacrifice a land. Draw a card. Mountain cycling 2. Inverted Iceberg. 1 blue for an artifact, common. When Inverted Iceberg enters the battlefield, mill a card, then draw a card. Craft with artifact, 4 blue, blue. Which becomes Iceberg Titan, a blue 6/6 artifact creature, golem. Whenever Iceberg Titan attacks, you may tap or untap target artifact or creature. The force of a blizzard, the rage of a monstersaur. Kutziel Malamet Exemplar. 1 green, white for a 3/3. Legendary creature, cat warrior, uncommon. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base power, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Invaders in the West Chasm? Give me an hour and they'll be fungus food. Rampaging Ceratops. 4 red for a 5/4. Creature, dinosaur, uncommon. Rampaging Ceratops can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. Anticipating tight spaces and trivial fauna, the first Dusk Legion expeditions were small, mobile, and lightly armored. Hundreds of casualties later, they started sending plate-clad platoons. Contested Game Ball. 2 for an artifact, uncommon. Whenever you're dealt combat damage, the attacking player gains control of Contested Game Ball and untaps it. 2 tap, draw a card, and put a point counter on Contested Game Ball. Then, if it has 5 or more point counters on it, sacrifice it and create a treasure token. And our rare is Stalactite Stalker. Black for a 1/1. Creature, Goblin Rogue, rare. Menace. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Stalactite Stalker. 2 black. Sacrifice Stalactite Stalker. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is Stalactite Stalker's power. Hidden Nursery. Land, cave, common. Hidden Nursery enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add green. 4 green tap. Sacrifice Hidden Nursery. Discover 4. Activate only as a sorcery. And a tip card. All right. So here is our pack. I would be curious to try out this rare. I think it definitely has potential, especially if Descend is a focus of your deck. And I like that it can turn into a removal spell. I think that adds some nice versatility to the creature. So I would be happy to pick this up and give it a shot. I was also intrigued by the Cootseal. I think it's a good rate for a 3/3 on its own, and I like that it forces your opponents to play at sorcery speed. And then the card draw ability, I don't know that I would devote too much focus to that, but it is a nice benefit for when it works out on its own. The panicked Altosaur is also kind of intriguing to me. I like that it has reach and that it can continue to deal damage even if it's not able to attack, or it can enable something that cares about non-combat damage. So that's an interesting one to consider as well. I think that if I wasn't going to be taking the rare, then I would probably just be taking the Kutsil instead. But I would love to hear what you think. Let me know down in the comments what you would be taking from this pack. But for now, I will go ahead and make my pick, shuffle up the remaining cards, and lay them out. There we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Lost Caverns of Ixalan Draft Booster Crack-a-Pack. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm curious to know how your drafts have been going. Are there any archetypes that you've been favoring at this point? Or have you been experimenting and trying out a little bit of everything? I'd love to hear about it. And of course, please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new Crack-a-Packs every Monday, and a rotating variety of different Magic the Gathering ASMR videos every Friday. But that will do it for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.